Hi everyone, welcome to the video. In this one, exciting news, we've got the first major update for the RGS RetroBat Build. For those, this is probably the first video we've made since joining forces. So yeah, PixN Nostalgia have joined with Team RGS to basically deliver the RGS build and the One build, as it's currently called, under one team. So we can basically help each other out, make them as best as possible, and then align the builds going forward to make things a lot easier for everyone. Basically cover everyone's needs. So for those who don't know, the One build was obviously that curated set, best of collection to keep the size down, whereas the RGS builds are all around game preservation, so having full sets wherever possible. And this is their RetroBat build. And so like I say, this update, it's quite big. It's the first major update for it, apart from sort of fixes, etc. And this actually adds 75 new systems, so it's quite impressive. So look, we'll have a quick skip through, and there's a few other bits and pieces in here, a few bonus bits and pieces which we'll come through. But first of all, the new systems, that's the main thing. So let's just go down to actually I was on all games, just to say in the bottom corner there you can see it's just over 4,000 games. So what I've done here is just this RetroBat build just has the new ROMs, so you can see them. So yeah, just over 4,000. So just skip down to the start. Okay, so rather than talking through every single one, just kind of go through these so you can see what's been included. And if you keep an eye on the bottom right hand corner, you can see how many games per system. So there's a good collection, good variation here. A lot of home computers. CPS 1, 2 and 3, obviously they were in there originally, but they've now been updated to the latest version of Final Burn Neo ROM set, which is where they come from. And then again, some more systems here. Some very cool systems. And of course the theme's been updated to make sure it includes all the artwork. So yeah, just skipping through these. Like I say, a lot of home computer systems added, which are quite cool. Some Nintendo hacks there, Game Boy hacks, Super Nintendo hacks, Aladdin decks. I think was like a enhancement cartridge. Yeah, lots of hacks been added. So I think it's quite popular. People like hacks, different variations of games. Like I say, 75 different systems, so all new systems. So it takes a while to scroll through the whole lot. So yeah, there's a couple of systems here which I'm just going to mention. The Sonic ones, Sonic 3 Air and Sonic Mania. There's no artwork at the moment in the engine, in the theme, sorry, so we're going to group these, which I'll show you in a minute, and that's how the update will come. It will come with these pre-grouped, but as and when the theme's updated, you can obviously choose to ungroup them. But I left them ungrouped now so you can see them, and I'll show you what we do to group them up. So Quake. A few more hack systems. See, lots and lots of and then we're back to the beginning. So I'll just show you about grouping those systems up. So obviously, like I say, you won't have to worry about this unless you want to ungroup them, but this is how they'll come. So what we'd go down is just pick those two there and we'll group them so they'll appear under ports on the menu. Any other thing to mention is around mess. Quite often you'll see mess, everything in here grouped up under there, but by default it's going to be ungrouped. But obviously, feel free if you want to group them, just kind of go through and just put ticks in the boxes, and they'll be grouped under mess. I think at the moment, again, if you have anything grouped under mess, there's no artwork for the mess system in the theme. But again, once that's updated, you'll be able to do that. So we just back out of this, it'll reload the interface, and now if I go back up, we'll find that we've got Sonic Retro on the menu, but then under ports is where I'll find the other Sonic systems. So like I say, they're grouped for now, and that's how it's going to come as part of the update, but you can choose to change that. So yeah, that's all the systems. So yeah, a whole bunch of systems in here. So other things of note to mention, if we go into user interface, so for themes, it's the same default theme, the ckau-book, but it's been renamed to PixN for Pixel Nostalgia, just to kind of bring everything in line with the new name. I think before it was called ckau-book RGS V2. But yeah, so just a name change, and it will set that to the default theme when you do the update. Also, you can then decide to choose it if you wish. And we've also included the Hypermax theme, which was a popular one, which was the default one for the one build. Now we're busy basically adding all the artwork to it to make it compatible with the RGS build. Obviously, mine's got ultra wide screen, so I get the white borders on each side. Hopefully, you won't get that. So yeah, again, so now we've got the Hypermax theme. So everything here should have artwork. Obviously, if anything missing, we can update it. And just on that, talking of updates, so obviously if you use the RGS RetroBat Build before, you'll know they've got an update service that they run. And what that service does is connects to the RGS servers, pulls down any updates, configuration changes, anything like that, and any fixes, and applies them to Batteria on the fly, so to speak. We now have the same thing for RetroBat, so starting off quite simple. It's just going to update some config and pull down the updates to themes. So if we go find a way around, actually if I switch back to the other theme, I'll show you in the standard theme, so it's easy to find rather than this one. And obviously that's stopping there, just my hard drive went to sleep. Okay, so I'm back in the default theme now, and can't see if it's gone off. But if you go back to the top of the menu, you get the standard RetroBat item here. This is where you'll normally find all the emulators. You can go and launch them directly and sort of test or do any updates or whatever you need to do. So now you'll find, if you scroll down this list, you should find, it's under P, so it's a long way down, Pixel Nostalgia Update Service. So this does a very similar thing to what RGS guys normally do or currently do on Batteria. So it's going to launch it, and it'll update or launch an update script. First thing it does, it goes and checks a new version of itself, which is that bit there, and it will download any updates we make. Then runs the actual update itself. So the first bit is the configuration files. So these are our custom configuration files for each system, and they'll be updated if we need to fix anything or tweak anything. Then it quickly runs through and updates or looks for any updates to the themes, and then once it's finished, exits back out. Obviously, if there's themes to update and bits and pieces to update, it'll take a bit longer, but that's what it'll do. It's all automatic, so just run that again, just so you can see it. There was an error there about one of the themes, but that's basically because I had clear out for this demo and just left the two themes in for the moment to make it easy, so that won't happen. But like I say, it just goes through, updates itself, downloads the latest config files, the custom config files, moves them to the right place, and then go through and update the themes. And then it mentions at the bottom about restarting RetroBat. So if we update in the config files or themes, etc., you will need to reload RetroBat just for those changes to take effect. But that's it. So yeah, so that's I guess one of the big things. The other updates in there, there's some tweaks to configuration for some of the emulators like Xbox, just to kind of fix some little bits and pieces, get them working. Update service I've already mentioned. The other bits were those, obviously the mesh systems being ungrouped and the two Sonic systems being grouped, but obviously that's just what's applied with the update. They're not locked down anything, so obviously you're free to change that as you wish. Like I say, the two themes are there, and the ckau-book one's been renamed, and that's been set as the default. But again, that's just what it's set at. You can obviously change it to whatever you want. You can add extra themes, download extra themes, do what you want. It's just how it comes, kind of how we put it across, and how we kind of we like it, I guess, for the actual deployment. But you're free to change it, and obviously those custom themes, the ckau-book one and the Hypermax ones, have obviously been customized, and by that I mean all these custom systems have been added to both Battersea and RetroBat by the team. Obviously we've had to update the themes to support them, to add all the artwork, so that's why they're custom version. Also you can download any theme you want, but chances are that it may be missing artwork for some custom systems that we've added, so to make sure that you've got a complete fully working theme, probably best stick in with the ones that we provide. There are, at the moment, like I said, there's Hypermax and ckau-book in there. There's the carbon theme, which is the default that comes in Emulation Station, and we've had to update and tweak that as well, which currently in progress, so that should be added as well at some point. And then the other one, which was quite popular on the one build, was the Alec for art flicks. But again, that needs updating to support some of the custom systems, which we'll be doing, so look out for that. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everything for the update. Next bit we want to do is do the actual install. How to actually install this an update might help. So yeah, so like I say, one of the prereqs for this is to have version 6.3 running of RetroBat. So if you haven't, this bit is just going to show you how to do that. Obviously, if you're already at 6.3, you can skip this section, or if you know how to do this, also you can go ahead and do it yourself. But so we're just going to start up RetroBat here. So if we go into the menu, you can see at the bottom it says 6.0, and obviously we get the notification that 6.3 is available. But just to confirm there, we're on 6.0 in this demo. So now we want to go into the updates and download section, make sure it's on stable, and just hit start update. It will then give you a notification in the top corner. Oh, sorry, first it will say that you have version 6 is the current one, 6.0 is available. Do you want to start? And say yes. Top right gives you the progress, so it starts off as downloading update. It's a couple of gig updates, so it'll take a minute or two depending on your internet speed. And then we're going to skip forward by the magic of YouTube. So then that message will only change to extracting update, and then once it's finished doing that, it will change to installing. Also, we speeded it up here, and then once it's finished you get the message about quitting, because obviously it then needs to restart and update some system files. And there you go, you'll get this little splash screen on the next start, because there's obviously some files it can't update while RetroBat's running, so it has to do them at next start, which it's doing now. Just take a minute or two to do that. And then once that's finished, it automatically launches. So we'll go in here and we'll just confirm. In the system menu, it says 6.3 at the bottom. Just go into system settings and information again. We're now on 6.30 stable. So that's just updated. Like I say, if you've already done that, you can kind of skip this bit, but that's basically how to do it. Now for the actual update itself. So left hand side we've got our current RetroBat folder, on the right we've got the update. First thing we do need to do is go into the ROMs in the existing installation and just delete the C64 and the FBNeo folder. That's because they've been replaced and updated with new versions. And just quickly, in addition to that, quick last minute change, also delete the SFC, so the Super Famicom folder. That's also been updated last minute with double the amount of games. So yeah, delete those two and the SFC folder and you'll be good to go. So just highlight them both, hit delete. Like I say, FBNeo has been updated for its ROM set, and the C64 set has been completely reworked. Some great work in the team there to put a really good C64 pack. I mean, the one there was good, but the one that's been replaced even better, so make sure you check that one out. A lot of work gone into that one. So just let those finish deleting. Obviously they're quite, especially the FBNeo is quite a big system. If you get the message about thumbsdb files, just tick the box to do it all for all current items, and then hit delete. We'll hit yes. Now on the left hand side, we'll just go back to the root of our RetroBat folder. and then the right hand side where the update is, just highlight everything, drag it across. Just make sure you're hovering over some empty space, not over any other files or folders, and don't want to overwrite anything or put it into the wrong folder. Then just let go. This is going to take a few minutes to run because it's quite big, but again, the magic of YouTube, we're going to speed that up, and there we go, it's done. You shouldn't get any message, but if you do get a message about overwriting existing files, just say yes. Alright, say you shouldn't do. And then we're just going to start up here, just to make sure everything's all good. There we go. So now we're in. And then we're just going to run a quick, if we can find where it is, just a quick BIOS check, just to show that you shouldn't have any missing bar files, apart from one, which is intentional. So if you flicked it all, you should have this one, which is basically, this is BIOS for Hero, which is the arcade system based on the Xbox hardware. So to get those games to work, it needs a particular version of the BIOS, which obviously RetroBat will complain about because it's not the same one, but it's there for a good reason. So, but that's it, all done. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy. If you haven't already, come and join the Discord. That's where kind of all the chat and action happens. If you get notifications, you can give feedback, any requests and that kind of stuff. Come in there. If not, just say hello. And obviously, yeah, give a like and subscribe to the channel. That really help. But like I say, yeah, it's a fairly big update, or very big update, this one. So I hope you enjoy. Like I say, any feedback welcome. And yeah, we will catch you on the next one.